In a cylinder, if radius is halved and the height is doubled, the curved surface area will be. Now here we have a cylinder and we have to find the curved surface area. Here they said the radius is half. So first is r and the other radius will be r by 2 because the radius is halved. And the height is doubled. So h, first case, second case 2h since the height is doubled. Now the CSA of the cylinder we know is 2 pi r h. So in the first case is 2 pi r h. In the second case it will be 2 pi. The r is r by 2 and the h is 2h. Now the 2 will cancel out and you get 2 pi r h. Thus we see that the CSA in the first case is 2 pi r h and in the second case also 2 pi r h. So it remains the same. In the next, a sphere and a cube are of the same height. So here we have a sphere and then we have a cube which are of the same height, which means the diameter, that is 2r of the sphere, equal to the side of the cube. So the side of the cube is equal to diameter, which is 2r. Now the volume of sphere, here we write the volume of sphere equals 4 by 3 pi r cube, and volume of cube equals s cube, s into s into s, s cube. We need to find the ratio of volume of sphere to the volume of cube. So the volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube over the volume of cube, which is s cube. And the next step we'll divide this, so we write 4 by 3 pi r cube divide by s cube. And the division now we make into multiplication. So 4 by 3 pi r cube divide by, now we know s is 2r. So for s we put 2r the whole cube. Now the division we will make into multiplication. So we have 4 by 3 pi r cube. Division we change to multiplication, we take reciprocal. So 2r the whole cube. So 4 by 3 pi r cube into 1 by 8 r cube. Now we cancel out pi. No, we can't cancel pi. We need to cancel the 4, get 2, r cube. So what remains here is pi over 6. Pi divide by 6. Now we know pi divide by 6 and pi is 22 by 7. The division is, now we change into multiplication. So we have 22 by 7 into 1 by 6. And on reducing it, we get 11 by 21. So the right option is 11 by 21. The next sum, the curved surface area of a right circular cylinder is 4400. Circumference is 110. So here we are dealing with a cylinder and the curved surface area is 4400. Now the curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r h, equal to 4400. Now here the radius is not given to us, but the circumference is given to us. Circumference is equal to 2 pi RH, 2 pi r. So 2 pi r equal to 110. 2 into 22 by 7 into r equal to 110. So r equal to 110 into 7 over 2 into 22. And when you reduce this, you get your r as 35 over 2. We'll put this value of r in our previous equation, that is 2 into 22 by 7. Now for r, we are going to put 35 by 2 into h equal to 4400. Now we go ahead and find h. H will come 4400 into 7 into 2 over 2 into 22 into 35. And if we now reduce the expression, we will now get our h is equal to 40 centimeter. So right option is 40. The next one, the cost of digging a pit 4 by 5 into 2.5 into 2.5 at the rate of 20 per cubic meter. Here we are dealing with a cuboid and we need to find the volume of the cuboid, which is length into breadth into height. The length is 4.5 meter, the breadth is 2.5 meter, and the height is 2.5 meter. So the volume will be 4.5 into 2.5 into 2.5. So the volume will equals, we multiply all these three and we get the answer 28.125 meter cube. This is the volume of the cuboid. Now the cost is always volume into rate. Now we know that the volume is 28.125 and the rate is given to us as 20. And on multiplying, the cost now comes as 562.50 rupees. If a solid sphere of radius 10 centimeters is molded into 8 spherical solid balls of equal radius, then the surface area of each ball. Now in this sum, we have a solid sphere whose radius is 10 centimeters, a large sphere, and it is melted into 8 small little spheres, 8 of them, which means the volume of this large sphere, which is 4 by 3 pi r cube, will be equal to 8 times these small spheres, equal to 8 spheres. So 8 into 4 by 3 pi small r cube, that is the r of each small sphere. Now in the next step, we do 4 by 3 pi r cube equals 8 into 4 by 3 pi small r cube, and we cancel 4 by 3 pi on both the sides. We get r cube equal to 8 r cube. So r cube equal to 8 can be written as 2r the whole cube. So we cancel cube on both the sides. Or we can put for r, we put 10, so 10 cube equal to 2r the whole cube. So we got 10 equal to 2r, and r will be 10 by 2, which is 5. Now we need to find the surface area of each ball. And the surface area of each ball is given as 4 pi r square. That is 4 pi, and the r here is 5. So 5 square. The answer will be 100 pi. The option is 100 pi square centimeters. Next sum, the radius of a sphere is 2r, then its volume will be. Now radius equal to 2r, so volume equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube equal to 4 by 3 pi. Now r is 2r, so 2r the whole cube, which is equal to 4 by 3 pi 8 r cube. So you reduce this, and on reducing you get 32 pi r cube over 3. So the right option is B. If the radius of the base of a right circular cylinder is half, so here we are dealing with a cylinder, and in the first case they said the radius is half. So if the radius is r, now the new radius will be r by 2 because the radius is half. Keeping the same height remains same, so h and h. Then we have to find the volume. Now volume in the first case, volume 1 will be pi r square h. And here volume 2, which is a reduced volume, will be pi r square, r by 2 the whole square h. And here we need to find the volume of reduced cylinder to the original cylinder. So volume of reduced to original. Now the reduced is here. This is volume of reduced cylinder, pi r square over 4h divided by original cylinder. This is the original cylinder. So pi r square h. So pi r square over 4h. The division make multiplication. 1 over pi r square h. So pi r square h cancels. What remains behind is 1 by 4. So the ratio is 1:4. So here is the right option, 1:4. A cone, hemisphere and a cylinder stand on equal bases with same height. If the bases are equal, means the radius is the same. So we got to draw a cone. Here is a cone with this height. Then we're going to draw a hemisphere, same height, and then we draw a cylinder having same height. Now same height means this is the height of the cone, h. Here is the height of the hemisphere, which is r. This is the radius, and this is the height of the cylinder. So if you look up in this picture, you see h equal to r, and this is important. Now we have to find the ratio of their volumes. Ratio of cone, or volume of cone, 1 by 3 pi r square h. Volume of hemisphere, 2 by 3 pi r cube. Cylinder, pi r square h. We take pi common out. When we take pi common out, we get r square h over 3. Here we have 2 pi we've taken common out, r square, 1 r, we've taken pi common out, so r cube over 3. Here we've taken pi common out again, and we get r square h. Now in the next we will take r square common out. So what remains here is h by 3, r square is common out, so r by 3, r square common out, so h. In the next step, wherever there is r, we will put equal to h, because we know r is equal to h. So we have h by 3. So for r, I will put h. So now I can take h common out. So 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 1. I take LCM as 3, so 1:2. So 1 by 3, 2 by 3, and here will be 3 by 3. I take 3 common out, 1:2:3. So 1:2:3, this is the right answer. The volume of a sphere of diameter 42 centimeters. So if the diameter equal to 42 centimeter, the radius will be equal to 21 centimeter. And we need to find the volume. Volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. So that is 4 by 3 pi, 22 by 7. The r is 21 cube. And on working this out, you get 388.08 centimeter cube. The number of liters of a cuboidal water tank of dimension 6 by 5 and 4.5 can hold. So here is a cuboid, and we're talking about water, so we need the volume of the cuboid, which is length into breadth into height, and 6 into 5 into 4.5. On multiplication, 135 meter cube. If you see the answer, they want it in liters. Now, how to convert meter cube into liters? So we must remember 1000 liters equal to 1 meter cube. So if I want to convert meter cube into liters, I need to multiply by 1000. I get a larger number. So this will be 135 into 1000 liters. 135,000 liters. So option A is the right option. The height h of a cylinder equals the circumference of the cylinder. So let's write that. Height equal to circumference. That means h equal to 2 pi r. So we get our r equal to h over 2 pi. Now we need to find the volume of the cylinder. So volume of cylinder equal to pi r square h. So pi, we saw the r is h over 2 pi. So we have h over 2 pi the whole square into h. So we have pi h square 5 pi square into h. So here we'll do pi square over 4 pi square into h. So this cancels out. So you have h cube over 4 pi. The volume of a resultant cube formed when two cubes each of side 6 centimeters are joined end to end. So you have one cube here, cube all sides are 6, and another cube here with sides 6. If they join together, you will get a cuboid. Now in this cuboid, the length of this cuboid will be 6 and 6, so the length will be 12. The height will be 6 and the breadth also will be 6. So volume of the cuboid will be 12 into 6 into 6. And the answer for this will be 432 centimeter cube. If each bag containing rice occupies 2.1 centimeter cube, then the number of full bags which can be dumped into a drum of radius 4.2, height 3.5 is. So the number of bags will be total volume over volume of one bag. Now the total volume is the volume of the drum, which is a cylinder. All these bags are put in the drum. And of course, volume of one bag, which they have given us. Now, volume of cylinder, formula pi r square h over volume of bag 2.1. So that is 22 by 7. And your r is here 4.2 square. H is 3.5. Divide by, or you can put multiply by 1 over 2.1. When you go ahead and you solve this, 22 by 7, 4.2, I'll remove the decimal, so it becomes 10 here. Here also 42 over 10, because I've removed decimal, 35 over 10 into 10 over 21. On doing this cancellation, you will get the answer 92. So here in this sum, we have this drum, which is a cylinder. The radius of this cylinder is given as 4.2 meters the height of the cylinder is 3.5, and in this cylinder there are these little bags that are put in, and each of these bags have a volume of 2.1. The number of bags that can be accommodated are 92 bags. If the sum of the edges of the cube is 36, now in a cube there are 12 edges. You take up a cube and you count the edges, you find there are 4 plus 4 plus 4. There are 12 edges. So, and all the edges are same, are equal, all the sides are equal. So 12x equal to 36, and your x is 3. So the side of this cube is 3 centimeters. We need to find its volume. So volume is side into side into side. That is 3 into 3 into 3, which is 27 centimeter cube. The right option is this. The volume of a sphere is given 38808. Find its curved surface area. So volume of sphere 38808. Volume of sphere formula 4 by 3 pi r cube equal to 38808. So the next we substitute the values. So 4 by 3 pi 22 by 7 r cube 38808. So your r cube equal to 38808. 3 into 7 over 4 into 22. And the r then works as 21. This is one part of the sum. And the next part of the sum, they are saying find the surface area. Now, curved surface area or surface area of a cube. Surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. 4 pi is 22 by 7, r square, 21 square. 21 into 21. Which is now equal to 5544 centimeter square. So the right option is 5544 centimeter square. The area of the flow is 15 centimeter square. So area of flow equal to 15. Now the flow is length into breadth. So length into breadth is 15. And the height, they said, is 4 meters. So height equal to 4 meters. We need to find the volume. So volume we know is length into breadth into height. The length into breadth we've already found out here. It's given to us as 15. So for length into breadth I will write 15, and for height I will put 4. So volume equal to 60 decimeter cube. The number of surfaces of a right cylinder. So let's draw a right cylinder. This is one surface. Then we have the CSA. Then we have the third surface. So it will be 3. So here is one surface. So we write the surface 1. Then we have, this is a second surface. We'll put this surface 2, and then we have the third surface here. We'll put this as surface 3. So a cylinder has got 3 surfaces. If the diameter of the base of a cylinder is equal to its height, so diameter equal to height. So we have diameter is 2r, 2 radius, and h is height. So we have r equal to h over 2. So here we need to find the whole surface area, the TSA. TSA of cylinder equal to 2 pi r plus h. So we have 2 pi, we know r is h by 2. So for r, I'll put h by 2. Here again, open the bracket. For r, I will put h by 2. And this is plus h. Now I need to solve this. 2 pi h by 2. Take the LCM. 2h by 2. So this is 2 pi h by 2, 3h by 2. And your answer here comes 3 pi h square over 2. The circumference of the base of a right circular cylinder is 44. So circumference equal to 44. So 2 pi RH equal to 44. 2 into 22 by 7 R. We do not know the, it's not 2 pi RH. Circumference is 2 pi R. So let us erase this out. It's not right. So we have circumference 2 pi R equal to 44. So 2 into 22 by 7 R 44. So R is 44 into 7, 2 into 22. So R equal to 7. Now next they have said that the whole surface area is 968. So TSA of cylinder is 968, which is 2 pi r plus h is 968, and we have to find the sum of its height and radius. 2 into 22 by 7, your r is 7, r plus h is 968. So we have r plus h equal to 968 into 7 over 2 into 22 into 7. So r plus h equal to 22 centimeter. An ice cream cone has a hemispherical top. So we have the cone, and over the cone is this hemispherical top. If the height of the cone is 9, so this is the height of the cone is 9 centimeter. So for the cone, your h is 9 centimeter, and the base radius is 2.5. So radius is 2.5 centimeter. This will be also the radius of the hemisphere. So for the hemisphere also radius is 2.5. Find the total volume. Now the total volume, the TSA, not total volume, not TSA. Total volume will be equal to volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. Now volume of cone, this is the cone, and the volume of cone we know is 1 by 3 pi r square h. And the hemisphere, here we have the hemisphere, and the volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now we go ahead and put the values. So we have 1 by 3 pi, your r is here 2.5 square, your h is 9 given to us, then 2 by 3 pi, we know the r is 2.5 the whole cube. And then solving this, you will get 91.67 centimeter cube. How much cloth 2.5 meter wide is required to make a conical tent having base radius 7 meter and height 24? So here is my conical tent which I need to make, and in this conical tent they said the radius, this is the radius is 7 and the height is 24. Now to make the tent, I require the CSA. And then the CSA equal to pi RL, but the L is not given to me. Now how do I find the L? We have the formula R square plus H square equal to L square. So 7 square, 24 square is L square. So 49 plus 576 equal to L square. So here we have the L. So we have 625 equal to L square. So L is under root of 625. So your L is 25. So we can now substitute the values of CSA. To find the CSA is 22 by 7. The R is 2.5 and the L is 25. So this is the CSA, which is now equal to 1375 over L. This is the CSA. So we have found out the CSA of the tent. The curved surface area is 1375 over 7. And we need to buy this cloth. So this cloth is in the shape of a rectangle. So the cloth is somewhat like this. The width of the cloth is already given to us as 2.5. We've got to find the length. So we'll put the length as x. So length of the cloth is x and the breadth of the cloth is 2.5. So area of cloth equal to length into breadth, which is x into 2.5. This is 2.5x. Now both the areas are equal. The CSA of tent will be equal to area of cloth. So that means I have 1375 over 7 equal to 2.5x, and x equal to 1375 over 7 into 1 over 2.5. And on calculation you get your x equal to 220 meter. So the length is 220 meter. The diameters of two cones are equal if the slant heights are in a ratio 5:4. The ratio of their curved surface area is. So here we are dealing with cones, and we are dealing with curved surface area of the cones, and we know the CSA of cone is pi RL. Here we have two cones, cone 1 and cone 2. They said the diameters of the cones are equal. That means their radius are also equal. But the slant heights are in a ratio 5:4. That means one slant height will be 5x and this will be 4x. So the CSA of this will be pi RL, that is pi R, and the L is 5x. Here the CSA will be pi R and the L is 4x. We need to find the ratio. So we have CSA 1 over the CSA 2. Pi R 5x over pi R 4x. The pi cancels, R x x. So it is 5 over 4. So the ratio is 5:4. So the answer is A, 5:4. If a spherical balloon grows to twice its radius when inflated, then the ratio of the volume of the inflated balloon to the original is. Here we are dealing with a sphere, and we are dealing with volume of sphere, and the formula for volume of sphere is 4/3 pi r cube. Now the original balloon The radius we take as r, and hence the volume will keep it as V1 is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now for the inflated balloon, that is when the balloon is filled with air, they said it becomes twice, the radius becomes twice, so that is 2r. That means now the volume V2 will be 4 by 3 pi 2r the whole cube. In the next step, we need to find the ratio of inflated to original. So volume of inflated, which is V2, over original, which is V1. So V2 we saw is 4 by 3 pi, this is 8r cube, divide by 4 by 3 pi r cube, the original. So we have 4 by 3 pi 8 r cube into 3 by 4 1 over pi r cube. When you cancel this, the ratio is 8 is to 1, 8 over 1. So this is the right answer. The height of a cone of diameter 10 centimeters and slant height 13. So we have a cone. Now in this cone, the diameter is given as 10. That means radius is 5. And the slant height is 13. Now the slant height is, this is the slant height, which is 13. This is the central height, which is h. And we can use Pythagoras theorem to find the height. Let's say we have 90 degrees. So we know r square plus h square equal to L square. The r is 5, so 5 square. H square we do not know. L square is 13 square. So 25 plus h square equal to 169. So h square is 169 minus 25. So h square will be 144. H under root of 144. So h is 12. So the central height is 12. The curved surface area of a right circular cylinder which encloses a sphere. So here we have a cylinder, and this cylinder encloses a sphere, means this is your sphere. So this is the height h of the cylinder, which is equal to 2r. So here we have h equal to 2r. The height of the cylinder is equal to the diameter of the sphere. So now we need to find the surface area of the circular cylinder. And surface area, the total surface area will be 2 pi r. Oh, we have to find the curved surface area. So this is wrong. We need to find CSA. CSA is 2 pi r h. So 2 pi r. Now for h, I'm going to put 2r. So this is 2r. So this becomes now 4 pi r square. So this is the right answer. 4 pi r square is the CSA of cylinder. For the h, we put 2r.